Every writer says it, write with respect. But what if no one actually knows what that means? Include the people who said it most. You've heard it. I've said it myself more times than I can count. It sounds right. It feels right. So we repeat it to new writers, to friends, to ourselves. But here's the problem with a phrase everyone says and nobody questions. It stops being advice. It becomes a slogan. And slogans don't keep you safe. So in this video, I want to break down what respect actually means on a motorcycle. Because after years of riding, I've come to believe that most of us are respecting the wrong thing entirely. When riders talk about respect, what they usually mean is, don't ride too fast. Be careful, take it easy. In other words, respect becomes another word of caution. And that's not wrong, but it's incomplete. And that gap between incomplete and complete is exactly where accidents live. I remember when I bought my first leader bike, an older rider pulled me aside. Someone who'd been riding longer than I'd been alive. He looked at the bike and said, "That thing is a monster. You need to respect it." And honestly, I didn't care. Respect. Risk? I wanted the power. I wanted the speed. Fear wasn't part of the deal. If anything, more power felt exciting. And I think a lot of riders understand that feeling because before danger becomes real, most of us quietly believed we were untouchable. Over time, that changed, not because someone explained it better, but because I saw things, heard things, friends, strangers, accidents that didn't need to happen. I never stopped loving the bike. I still ride. But somewhere along the way, every twist of the throttle started to carry a different weight. And that's when I understood something nobody had told me. Fear is easy. Fear happens when danger feels close. Respect comes later. Respect appears when you understand danger and realize that your skill doesn't cancel it. As a beginner, respect feels like a fear. You don't fully control the machine. Everything moves slightly too fast. But as you improve, something more uncomfortable sets in. You start to see that no matter how good you get, a significant part of what happens on the road is outside your control. And that's the side of respect nobody talks about. It's not just about recognizing external danger. It's about being honest about your own limits. You are not a superhero. No technique, no riding style, no amount of experience makes you untouchable. So here's how I define it. Respect on a motorcycle means being genuinely aware that risk exists and staying honest about where your ability ends. Not a skill, not a technique, a clear-eyed look at the road and at yourself. Because here's what I've noticed. When riders list what to respect, they name everything except themselves. Weather, road condition, other drivers, engine size. Those things matter, but they're external. What's harder to see is your own mood on a given day, your habits, your ego, the gap between how good you think you are and how good you actually are in this moment on this road. That's what I think deserves the most respect. So maybe respect was never about riding scared. Maybe it was never about riding slowly. Real respect means understanding risk and staying honest about who you are inside it. Because what deserves your respect isn't just the machine. It's the person reflected in your visor. And if you understand that, you'll probably still be riding next year and 10 years from now.